Today we are trying the case of skeptic versus youngin. I see that we are all present, so let's begin. We will start with opening remarks from the prosecution.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. We are here this morning in response to a serious situation. I represent Skeptic, and we're concerned that the defense is acting way beyond their years. The Bible tells us that there is time for every season, but the defense doesn't see this fact. The prosecution intends to show that the defendant is witnessing without being trained. Youngin is not ready or prepared to share the gospel. Youngin is merely a child. Thank you.
It is now time for the opening remarks from the defense. You may proceed when you are ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. Whilst I respect my opponent, I must say that their intentions are not good. My client is guilty of one thing, being so in love with Jesus that their story must be told. My client's age doesn't matter. My client's level of training is not important. When God calls you to go, you must be ready, and we will show just that. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you to both of you. We are now ready to hear the prosecution's arguments. Ms. Lyson, you may call your first witness.
Your Honor, as decided before this trial in your chambers, and with the defense attorney's permission, I would like to call Youngin to the stand.
I have no objection, Your Honor. Please raise your right hand. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes. Youngin, can you please tell the court how old you are?
I am 10 years old.
Do you know why we are here today?
Yes. You don't think I'm ready to serve God. You think I'm too young.
Yes, that is absolutely true. Children of your age can't really be ready to serve God.
But I'm ready. I'm with Jesus. He is my very best friend. When I pray to him, he makes me strong. Like the song says, I can't hide his light in my life under a bushel. I'm going to let it shine.
So, are you telling me that you are old enough to serve God? Are you telling me that Jesus has called you to service, that you are qualified?
Objection, Your Honor. The prosecutor is badgering the witness.
Sustained. Counselor, please use caution and don't let your emotions get the better of you.
Yes, Your Honor. My apologies. How can you possibly understand what it means to serve God? To be ready to go?
I read my Bible. It's the one you gave to me for my birthday last year. Remember when you came over to my party?
A simple answer will do. And you think you can understand the scriptures? Oh, excuse me. Perhaps that is too big a word. You think you can understand the Bible?
Yes, I can understand the Bible because Jesus gives me wisdom. There's a verse in the Bible. We learned it last month as a memory verse. It's James 1 verse 5. It says, if any of you need wisdom, you should ask God, and it will be given to you. God is generous and won't correct you for asking. It doesn't say if any grown-ups need wisdom. It says anyone. That's me. I like that verse.
Again, short answers are sufficient. I can see why you feel this way about this verse, but are you suggesting that the Holy Spirit
speaks to you can speak to me and my friends too. And he does.
I have no further questions, Your Honor. This child obviously doesn't know what they are saying. This case is for the crazy court. The prosecution rests.
Defense, do you have any questions for the defendant?
Yes, if it pleases the court, youngin, how did you learn about Jesus? Well, my mom and dad talk about God and Jesus a lot, and they pray with me every day. Anyone else? My Sabbath school teacher, Uncle Heifer, and sometimes the pastor gives us activity to do in the church that go along with the sermon. My pastor is the one who told me we all need to be ready to go. Tell me what it means to be ready to go. It means that I need to keep thinking of Jesus. We all need to do that. Jesus has all the answers. There is nothing that happens he can't help me through. Sometimes I forget, but my mom and dad remind me. When I get hurt, they pray with me and ask Jesus to help me feel better. Being ready means that I share that with my friends and even some adults too. Being ready means that when people see the things I do, they would see the things Jesus would do.
Thank you. The defense rests.
Very well, the defendant may step down. Ms. Lyson, prosecutor, you may begin your final statements.
Well, it seems to me that this child has said enough to show they are not ready for the real world. How can a child share the gospel? How can that happen? How can the Holy Spirit speak to a child? Well, it just can't be done, and that's all there is to that. Youngin needs to know their place, and that is sitting quietly beside their parents and waiting until they are old enough to be baptized. Everyone who knows anything will agree with me.
Thank you. Now we will hear the defendants.
If it pleases the court, I'd like to allow Youngin to give the closing argument.
Well, this is quite irregular, but if you have that much faith in your client, go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Youngin. I am a member of your church. Jesus is not only my best friend, he is the reason I'm going to live in heaven someday. Jesus teaches me about himself, God, and the Holy Spirit in the Bible. I read it every day. I am ready to tell others about Jesus. I am ready to tell you today. I'm ready to lead, I'm ready to follow.
I'm ready to stand for God. I'm ready to bow down to Him.
I am ready and you need to be ready too. I am ready and I'm not alone.
I am ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
go. We know that if we don't share the gospel, the very rocks will cry out. This court finds that you are ready to go. God speed you in your ministry. Court is adjourned.